Hi, my name is Laurent Garnier. We're in Ibiza, sunny Ibiza, and we're on the backstage of Pacha, where I'm going to be playing tonight in the room, not in the backstage, but I'm playing tonight at Pacha with my boys with a project called LBS. It hasn't changed that much from, all the years I've been DJing. I've always been influenced by lots of different things. I've never narrowed down my sets into one style of music. I've always been tagged as a techno DJ, which I carry with no problem, But I think I'm a bit more than just playing techno, because I've always incorporated house, even drum and bass in my sets. If I feel like playing dubstep, I'll play a couple of dubstep tracks. If I feel like playing rock and roll, I do so. So I have no real boundaries in my sets. I think there's good music everywhere, and my job as a DJ is to try to, always move on, try to search for new things, as well as representing who I am, and I guess where I'm coming from. So I think my roots would be house and techno, and then I'll play much more than that. I like both, but I like the people. When I was a kid, I always dreamed to be a DJ, and for me, DJing was sharing music with other people. I do both because I make music in a studio, and then I've got a weekly radio show. I can see all the different aspects of the whole thing. But what I really like much more is to play for people, have a reaction, and try to have a relationship with the crowd. And this is what I like. I like going to a room and trying to get them from nothing and play for long hours and, take them somewhere and go on a journey. So I much rather be with people than be on my own. It's true, it's exploding in the States, but it's exploding in a lot of other countries where things were not as strong. I can see what's happening in France at the moment. France has always been into quite tough music, and then there's a whole new generation which is very open-minded. All the new rave kids are listening to completely different music than what we did. They're consuming music differently, and there's so many new people coming in the scene at the moment and producing music. Some of it's bad, some of it is great, as always. It's always been like this. But then our job is to make a choice and trying to search for the best stuff. But what I like is that something is happening at the moment. It's very organic, very exciting. And, even though this music is more than 20 years old, it's still redefining itself all the time, and there's always new things happening to the scene. So I found it very healthy. There's a lot of things happening at the moment. As I was saying to you, I like a lot of different things. So I would say in the more electronica stuff, I would say people like Flying Lotus are very exciting. Then I think the German scene is extremely strong, and it's been strong for a long time. And I think house music-wise, I think Germany, and it's not just one producer, it's tons of people. But in Germany, they are really producing amazing records. It's really hard now to give you names for the very simple reason is I think there's so much more artists nowadays than before that I keep completely losing tracks of names. I'm really bad. The funny thing is now I go to clubs and I listen to lots of DJs, I don't know one record they're playing. Not one. And then a lot of them come to me and say, I don't know any of the records you played tonight. And I found it always really surprising. And I think it's because there's so much more music nowadays than what there was even 5 or 10 years ago. Alright, so basically we've been touring with this project I'm doing tonight here called LBS. We've been touring with this for about a year, and this is like a trio with myself, Scanex on the machines with me, and then a guy called Benjamin Ripper. And Benjamin is a keyboard player, and we play out of a 4 or 5 hours set. We usually play 3 to 3.5 hours live, and then the rest of it is DJing. So we're mixing DJing together with some live tracks, and then back to DJ, and then 45 minutes of live tracks and back to DJ. But before that, we toured with a band, and we just released a DVD 3 weeks ago, which was recorded in a very big classical place in Paris called the Salle Pleyel, and we did a really big show a year and a half ago in that room, and then we recorded everything, and we just released 2,000 DVDs, so it's very exclusive, which you can only find on my website, which is laurentgarnier.com. There's not that many left, but there's still some left, and this is a very special project for me because there was some really good people on stage with us. It was 10 of us, 10 musicians on stage, and it was a real mixture between futuristic electronic and jazz. And it's a show I'm really proud of, and I think it's a wonderful DVD. Very happy with that. And then now the idea with LBS is to try new tracks, make a lot of music. So it looks like we're going to be touring with LBS for another year and 2 months, like 14 or 15 months. And then after that, we're going to start a new show again with big projections and stuff like that, with new track, new album. So we're in the studio at the moment, and then we're experimenting all the time new tracks when we play live. Hi, my name's Laurent Garnier, and then you can find me on Pacha.com. So come and have a look.